Welcome back. Today I am reviewing some air dry gel nail glue that I got off Amazon, and this is from the brand UNA GELLA. So this is air dry glue, but it's in a jelly consistency. So it's not in a consistency like the regular liquid nail glue, like this KDS glue. This is a little bit more messy. The gel one, it just stays in place when you put it on, and it's air dry, no UV or LED light needed. And I bought the kit, which also came with the remover, and I'm going to show you if it works or not. So this is what my nails are currently looking like, and I'm going to prep the nails by buffing the surface and going around my cuticle area, wiping the nails down with some isopropyl alcohol before I use the glue. So you're doing normal prep that you would normally do if you were using UV glue, or even if you were using liquid glue. You should always prep your nails and not just put it on your nails, the tips, because your nails have natural oils and you want the nails tips to last. So make sure your prep is good.
Hey, Roman numeral 7 days, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I'd take your enemies in front of God. Introduce them to that light. Hit them strictly with the fire. Fire, 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 fire. Hey, Roman numeral 7 days, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I'd take your enemies in front of God. Introduce them to that light. Hit them strictly with the fire. It's a vibe. Do your dance, let them watch.
Now, if you have a regular cuticle pusher, then use that. I'm using these two sticks. One actually came with the kit that I got. But if you have an electric drill, you can also use that, like one of the cuticle bits or a ball bit to go around your cuticle. I do have an electric drill by Melody Susie. I rarely use it since I'm not really that confident in myself in using it. I have some ceramic bits which are perfect for someone like me who is a beginner at a drill and doesn't want to cut themselves. So the ceramic bits, they work fine, but I didn't use a drill in this video. Like I said, I rarely pull the drill out. But if you are going to use a drill, make sure you also use a dust collector. Protect your lungs. This is what my nails are looking like after prep. So the surface is all scuffed up and nice. I'm just going to take this nail brush, and this is isopropyl alcohol in this bottle, and I'm just going to rub the alcohol on my nails. You can also just wash your hands with soap and warm water, but I'm just going to wipe them down with this isopropyl alcohol to get everything all clean. And I didn't cut myself. There's no burning or anything like that. I really like this technique of using this brush to just get your nails really clean, because it really gets in there in the cuticle area. In today's video, I'm going to be using these Beetles tips. You can also get these off Amazon. Beetles also has their own website. I've used these tips about 3 times before, and they're great. They're a great length for somebody like me who works in an office and typing all day. I really like the fact that the French tip is already on there. You don't have to worry about doing it. But when I usually use these, I usually put them on the Gel X way. So with gel, and then I have to soak them off. Or if I use a peel-off base coat, then I have to use the technique of either soaking your nails in oil or using a remover if your peel-off base coat has a remover. So size out your nail tips and make sure that they fit sidewall to sidewall. You want to make sure that they aren't too big because they can possibly pop off. And if they are too tight, they also may hurt and still pop off. So now that I have everything sized out, I can go ahead and put the tips on my nails. And like I said before, you do not need a lamp to cure this. This is just regular nail glue. It's just in a thicker consistency. I put some glue on my fingernail and a little bit on the tip, and then I went from the cuticle area in like a 90-degree angle and I put it down. I did get a few air bubbles, but that didn't stop the lasting effect of the nails. So if you're someone who doesn't like dealing with actual gel polish and you just want to do regular nail glue, or if you're someone who gets the press-on tips that are already painted, so they already have a base coat and top coat, they're already shiny, you should use this kind of glue and not the UV or LED cured glue, because the glue is not curing through your tip. So if you're using a already done nail tip, like these nail tips are not finished. There is no base coat on this tip. There is no top coat on this tip. So if you wanted to use UV gel, you could use that for these tips. But for someone who doesn't want to buy a lamp or anything like that, then this kind of glue is perfect. When I hauled this glue in my last Amazon haul video, I actually had a comment, I think it was from Nana Ange, who said that she also uses a air dry glue sometimes by the brand Curve Life. And now I've been getting recommended that brand on my Amazon. I haven't purchased it yet, but I want to try that one too. I will post a link to the product page for this product in the description box. So if you wanted to look at all of the ingredients or other reviews and things like that, then definitely check it out. I've used things from this brand before, UNA GELLA. I think I have nail tips from them. I'm pretty sure I do, but that is it. I don't know if they make polishes and things like that. They probably do make polishes. And if you guys hear a little bit of panting in the video or huffing and puffing, my dog is sitting on my lap because he wants to live in my skin. So he's sitting here while I'm recording this voiceover. You want to say hi, Teddy? Say hi. Say hi. No, you don't want to say hi? Okay. Now I'm just going to make sure everything is all cleaned up. This nail glue takes seconds to dry. If you wanted to go in and with a nail drill and clean up the cuticle a little bit, that is an option. I didn't do that, but you could do that if you want to. I'm just making sure everything feels solid and tight, but not too tight. Like I said, I did have a few air bubbles in some of the nails, but I think it came out great. And these are how they look. They're all straight and everything on the nail. So the only thing I have to do is file off that little tab that's at the top of the nail and base coat and top coat. So for base coat and top coat, I'm going to use this 1-2 step from BT Art Box. This is for their X coat tips. So BT Art Box, they have those same tips that Beetles have. I think they had them before Beetles, those same tips where you can just use UV glue, put the tips on, and then you go in with step 1, which is a builder gel, and step 2, which is a top coat. This is key if you're going to use these French tip nails. If you don't do this step, then your French tip will peel off. A lot of the reviews for these nail tips, people are complaining about the French tip not lasting, but that is because they're not top coating the nails. You have to top coat these. These nails are not finished. So here is one hand with the base coat and top coat and the other hand doesn't, and you can just see how shiny one hand looks. It just looks like a completed nail. Here's everything. I took some little Hello Kitty bows and stuck them on there, and they just look so cute. I also put cuticle oil on. And yeah, I love this. It's so nice. I love these tips so much. They're perfect to use really, really quickly. And if you watch my wedding nails videos, I actually use these tips, but I use them in long coffin. So this clip is from a few days later. I want to say maybe like 3 or 4 days later. And I'm just showing you that the tips are still on. The gem is still on. Everything still looks great. They're still shiny and everything. And they're going strong. My cuticles are a little dry, but that has nothing to do with the nails. But yeah, they're still on. The glue is working great. You know, showering, cleaning, typing on a computer all day. There was no breaks. So now it's time to remove the nails. I'll be honest, I only had these on for about a week. They got stained a little bit. I don't know what I was doing. I was painting or something, and they just got stained. So it was time to take them off, and I'm just going to show you the removal process. So what I did was I took some of the remover and I just put it around the cuticles and at the top of the nail, like underneath the nail. I put some there. I took a orange wood stick to peel up a corner of the nail so I can get the glue in underneath. You want to let the glue sit. Don't be impatient. Let the glue sit. It will work. You might put the glue on and your nails aren't coming off, but that's just you didn't let it sit long enough. And I think a lot of people have that issue with the Jello peel off base coat too. They're not letting the 1 kill remover sit long enough. Just be patient. It'll come off. I promise. This was quite an easy removal process. Some of the nails took a little longer than others, so I had to like sit there and just let it sit. Just put on a YouTube video, you know, and just watch it, and the nails will pop off so easily. And that's the end of the video. My ending rating, 10 out of 10 recommend. You should get you this. It is linked in the description box. It's an Amazon link. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the post notification bell. Leave me a comment if you've ever used this before or what's your favorite glue to glue the nails on. And I'll see you, or you'll see me in the next one. Bye, guys.
Roman numeral 7 days, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I take it, dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I take your enemies in front of God. Introduce them to that light, hit them strictly with the fire. Fire, 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 fire. Hey, Roman numeral 7.